Hello, I have a fun project to share with you today. So I am working with a bunch of incredibly talented people to bring you a hop for Lollipop Box Club's 7th birthday. I also have a discount code for you, so check that out in the description box, and that will get you £5 off of a new subscription, which is awesome. We all love a bargain. The hop theme is celebrations, so I have decided to make a little scrap therapy page. As we know, scrap therapy is my new favourite project. I'm working on it all the time. It's a really fun way to craft, and there's no expectations on it because it's just a little book for me with pretty things. I can do whatever I like. So for today, I decided to scrapbook a little picture of a birthday cake that my sister made me for my last birthday, I believe. And I'm starting off by just cutting some strips from scrap papers. I have a little bag, which I'm not sure if I showed you or not, full of all of my birthday themed crafty goodies, and there are a bunch of scraps in it, which you can see on the right hand side here. So I'm just going through those and cutting some strips. I've got a white background, which I think I just had some plain white card hanging out on my desk. So I thought I'd use that for my background. I'm choosing all different sizes and thickness of strips for this one. Trying to go with the colour palette from the 𝓟𝓵 collection, really. I mean, these are scraps from all of my birthday collections, but it ends up working quite well with all of the colours from the 𝓟𝓵 collection. I'm not 100% sure who that's by. I want to say maybe it's a crepe paper one? Maybe. I'm sticking these down with some wet glue. I'm overlapping them, but there's no real rhyme or reason to it. As long as they're overlapping, I'm happy. Popping all of those down. As I mentioned, this is a hop, so if you go down into my description, you will be able to find all of the other incredible people that are taking part. Please make sure to check out their videos and send them some love. I'd love to see some of you guys over there in their comments. I'm just adding these on wherever I want the strips to be. Like I said, no rhyme or reason to this, purely just playing with paper. I don't often document birthdays and things, so this was really fun to make a little page sharing this cake. My sister made this one for me, so it's got a special reason to be in my little book. After I have stuck all of these strips down, I'm going to go ahead and stitch across each one. So I use green thread, white thread and pink thread in my sewing machine, and I just add those randomly, making sure that I haven't got the same colour twice. But other than that, no rules. I just went ahead and added them on wherever I fancied each colour, which is why I've used wet glue, because my sewing machine hates double-sided tape. So there they are all stitched. I just need to cut off all of the little extra stringy bits, which I do off camera. And then I've printed the picture onto card, just in different sizes. I wasn't sure what size I needed, and I have the HP Instant Ink subscription. So I don't know if you guys know how that works, but basically you pay for so many pages per month, which means if I printed that picture and it was the wrong size, I had to print it again, it counts as more pages. So I just did a bunch of different sizes on the same one, and I only use up one of my page allowance, which makes sense to me. I do find that subscription quite good, actually. The only thing is, like I said, it counts per page, not how much ink you use. So it's definitely worth filling up a whole page if you're going to print something. I have found some vellum on my desk, and I've used that to lay out behind the picture. I've just torn it and used it as it was. I haven't done anything fancy with that, just used it up. Then again, similarly, I had some of this heart tulle hanging out on my desk. So I have just folded that on itself and popped that behind the photo as well. I added some foam tape. I thought that would hold the tulle in place. It doesn't, so I've gone ahead off camera and turned on my hot glue gun. So you'll see me come back in a minute and add some hot glue to that to make sure it stays in place. These stickers are from Hobbycraft, I think. Or maybe they're Trimcraft ones. One of the two. And I'm just going through, choosing ones that I like and adding them onto different strips on the background. I've got all the things I love. Ice cream, presents, cocktails, everything that I love. And I'm just adding them randomly. I was going to sort of add them where to sort of the colour that they matched, if that makes sense. But I thought it looked prettier this way, so this is what I've gone for. Adding them just wherever. This sheet of stickers is a really old Maggie Holmes one, and I want to get it used up. So I've got this banner piece with the gold glitter, which I'm popping on now. Then I'm looking for anything else that I can add, and I decide to add my age. So the age when she gave me the cake. I'm looking for a 7. There you go. Added that onto there, and then I think I pull up this sweet treats sticker, but that doesn't make it there in the end. I've got this mint label which I try and layer behind it to make it a bit more to my taste, but ultimately that one comes off, the sweet treats piece. The mint label stays though. I like that one. Trying to work out if I like it before I stick it down. Going through all of my other stickers, I use these Pebbles ones, these puffy stickers, and I add some balloons. So I've got a pink one, a yellow one, and a blue one on there. I do come back later on and add the little strings to the balloons as well. There you go. I use this gold thread. So this is the Coats & Clark thread that I use for everything. I get it on Amazon. If you're interested in a link for that, let me know and I will grab one for you. Trying to position everything before I add hot glue. There we go. Hot glue makes it all very secure. The foam tape just wasn't quite cutting it this time. Sticking everything down. And then what do I do next? I think I add the thread. Yes, I do. I double up the thread so it looks a bit thicker. And it works out okay. I just attach it with some hot glue behind the balloon and then trim it to the size that I want. And I do that on all 3 of the balloons. The yellow one does end up moving actually. It goes slightly higher than it is here. Oh, excuse that bug flying around. I didn't notice that when I was filming. I must have had the window open. There was a huge storm last night. Did anyone notice that? I actually quite like storms. I quite enjoy listening to the rain, the thunder and the lightning. But they're not great for voiceovers, hence why I'm doing that this morning. So I've pulled up that sweet treat piece and now I've found this happy birthday circle from the Hooray 6x12 sticker sheet, sorry. Adding that on down in this bottom right corner, moving that label, the minty label, so that you can still see it. Extra foam tape on the back of the happy birthday piece, and I actually stitch across the bottom as well. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but I have added some stitching, and rather than cut off the edges or the stringy bits, I have just tucked them behind so you can see them slightly. Adds a little bit of texture. There you go, extra foam tape to hold that up. Then I've cut the sweet treats piece in half, and I'm trying to use like sweet and then treats as separate words, but it doesn't work, so I take those off. And we're on to sparkly sprinkly bits. I have a bunch of these stars. I have literally one of those white ones, so I'm going to get that off of my sticker sheet and onto a page. Then I've got these yellow ones that I'm adding now. I think I only do white and yellow for the stars. I've got these two little hearts, a yellow one and a mint one. And I just need to get them off of my sticker sheet, and they work so well. I've popped them on there. Colours are perfect. These little iridescent ones I'm always using. And these little tiny, just clear crystally ones too. That was a gold one that I just added behind the happy birthday. It was stuck onto the back of the sheet of iridescent gems, and I thought, let's just stick it down somewhere, why not? Grabbing some sequins from my desk and adding those. These kind of projects are brilliant for just using up whatever I can see around me. I just grab whatever's closest and try and fit it on the page. Got a little puffy bow sticker there that I've added. Trying to make little clusters of gems. My glitter glue comes out. This one is a Dovecraft one. It's a very pale lilac, which I love, so added a few bits of that. I wish I'd waited to do that because I decided that the background is just a bit too stark white. So I have this pink paper. I think it's either a Sue's Fish or a 𝓛𝓲𝓬𝓮 one. It's one of those guys. I have that already in my book, in my scrap therapy book. So I decided to use it as a background for this piece. I'm tearing some pieces from the white background, folding some bits over. That's a Sue's Fish trick. Then I cut the whole page to be slightly smaller. You'll see me sort of mess with that a bit. I'm trying to see what I can cut off without ruining what I've already done. So you will see me there. I took off one of the sequins so I could cut it a little bit thinner along that side. Just roughing up the edges with my scissors. I think it just adds a bit of extra texture. A little bit of something extra before I stick it down onto that background. Then as you can see, that background peeks through the little pieces where I've torn and folded the paper, which I really like. I think it adds a little bit of what the background needed. Popping that onto there. Also, bonus, I don't have to measure where the holes go because they're already on the background piece, so I can just repunch them, which saves me some effort. Love anything that saves me some effort. Tidying up some of the glitter glue there because I've stuck my finger in it while I've been messing with the background. Adding some staples to hold the folded paper in place. Even more sparkly bits. Anything that I can find on my desk that's sparkly and matches is going straight on there. I'm just trimming even more of the paper, and I think I use some hot glue to just stick that side down. I do need to go back and make sure that all of the sides are stuck down. There we go. It's moving around and bothering me. And I think we're nearly done. So I want something on the happy birthday piece. I don't like the white star, so I move that to the background. I have this little jar of goodies on my desk, and I've found this gold star. So I add that on the top right of that piece, and then another little iridescent gem. And now I'm happy. Finally, I'm happy. And this is my project done. So thanks so much for hanging out and watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you have enjoyed it. Make sure to check out everyone else on the hop, and happy birthday to Lollipop Box Club. Thanks so much for hanging out and crafting with me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.